Yeah, it's your boy Champ, and this is the Champ is Here show.
And I'm Mr. Longchamp, your co-host.
Today, we're going to be talking about the Jay-Z Kaepernick situation that's going on right now.
Everything that's going on with the NFL and that whole situation with the deal they just made with Jay-Z and basically all the fallout that's kind of the responses and what's been happening. Okay. How we feel about that.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because the narrative right now is kind of Jay-Z Kaepernick, you know what I mean? And now I feel like, before the narrative started, for those of you who don't know what's going on, because I'm pretty clear we know everyone knows what's going on, but for those of you who do not know what's going on, Colin Kaepernick had a peaceful protest. The NFL basically is not hiring him right now, so now Jay-Z is doing a deal with the NFL.
I wouldn't even say it like that. I wouldn't say it like that.
What does Kaepernick even have to do with that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it like that. So I would start off with how this kind of came about was Jay-Z made a deal with the NFL.
Right.
And this now started to bring light to the fact that Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job. And a lot of people feel, this is why I think as well, as an advocate, somebody who is well known in the community, Jay-Z is a big figure, and if he's gonna make this kind of deal, I think he should try to at least look out for him, at least put in the word hey guys, I don't think this is right.
So
I don't think it's right.
But y'all introduced it as the Jay-Z Kaepernick thing. Why is it that?
Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce my boy Trex. He's a special guest today, but basically, no, because that's what I was trying to bring up, because that's what I believe the narrative has become now. It's become Jay-Z, two dudes that are, advocating the same thing, but now the narrative is like the two of them are going against each other right now. It's kind of, in the media, where the focus is basically what's going on in the country, police brutality, and that's what, injustice, that's what's going on in the community. So that's why, but right now they're making it look like it's Jay-Z and Kaepernick, so that's why I introduced it that way.
Okay. I feel like you're making it like that also, by introducing it that way.
Okay.
Subconsciously, do you feel like Jay-Z's coming at Kaepernick?
Absolutely not. I believe that, to me, I agree with the move that Jay-Z has made because, it's a business move, I get that, but basically, Jay-Z is bringing awareness to what's going on, but he has nothing to do with Kaepernick having a job.
I'm going to tell you why I kind of disagree with that. I mean, yeah, maybe he doesn't directly deal with Colin Kaepernick having a job or not, but I see it as the same reason why I kind of wasn't really watching the NFL around 2016. And the numbers actually had proved that the viewership had went down for the NFL by 8% around that time. There was a lot of shootings happening, and Colin Kaepernick was bringing awareness to the fact that they weren't doing nothing about it, and instead of making it a better situation, the NFL was punishing him for it. So, or politicians were saying, oh, he's unpatriotic and all this other stuff. So At that time, a lot of people kind of stopped watching the NFL. People were boycotting the NFL, and a couple of years later, not much has changed, and all of a sudden you're gonna go and make a deal with them. That's if you're looking at it from whether you're a fan of Kaepernick or not. If you're just a fan of justice and things doing the right, being done the right way, and the NFL doesn't do things the right way at all. We know that.
But listen, at the same token, you have to understand is that Kaepernick also capitalized off of this also. I mean, I understand what he was doing, and it was dope. And I was definitely more of a Kaepernick fan.
He was giving back to them. He was giving back a lot of money.
But at the same token, yes, he wasn't working in the NFL, but he got a book deal. He got a deal with Nike. You know what I'm saying too, and he got a settlement, which I believe that he shouldn't have settled. I believe that he should have followed through and to bring awareness to the issue had he fully gone through. But
He did. It was a business move. That's what I think.
Okay,
it was
so
your employer,
if it's a business move,
your employer is not paying you. Why? That's a law. You're supposed to. You can't do that especially if you overqualified. My man made it to the Super Bowl.
Okay, but you just said it's a business move. So if it's a business move, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm Hove, and I'm doing the business deal,
okay,
right? And I'm doing a deal with an organization who you just sued. You know what I'm saying? So you just went in and out of court, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to bring awareness. I can't necessarily get into the politics if I'm going to do business with you.
Can we talk about what the actual deal was? What is the deal? Everybody keeps saying the NFL deal with Hove, but what is the deal? What is he going to do with them?
The deal is that Hove is going to manage all the players, or supposedly all
Rock
the players.
Nation. The deal
Rock Nation.
Rock Nation
is going to manage.
Partnership.
Is going to manage the players in the NFL, and Hove is going to basically determine who's going to perform in all NFL events, including the Super Bowl.
So wait, it's a sports management deal, or is he managing the players? No, I thought it was just a music
entertainment,
deal.
Right? It's
an entertainment deal.
But
so he's not like the spokesperson for every single player in NFL.
To what I understand, he's also going to be managing the players.
From what standpoint?
I don't know. I don't necessarily.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. So he should be. It's a two-part deal, from what I understand.
But at the end of the day, too, you gotta look at it as like, is Hove trying to get in good with the NFL so we can own a team in the future? Like, cause at the end, cause that's like progress in the sense. That's upward mobility that you can't really hate on. Everybody want a black owner, so
absolutely. And listen, this is what I think. Okay, this is a big dub for the community. This is a big dub for the culture. For the simple fact that you have a man that catapulted himself into a position where he can be at the table, where he can negotiate and make these type of deals. You know what I mean? And have this type of influence. You know what I mean? So he's at the table and he's brokering these deals. Don't forget, this is the same man that helped countless other people in their situation.
Pay their taxes.
Come on. He's helped Wayne. He's helped 21 Savage.
Meek.
He's helped Meek. Listen,
Meek is officially off probation now.
Come on, because of this guy. He's even helped. There was a couple that had kids, and that while the police, I don't know if you heard the story where the kid supposedly stole something in the store, and the police is putting a gun to the couples and the children and stuff like that. He's the one that sent an attorney to represent that couple, so he's definitely out here supporting the people and supporting the community. So
go back to the deal, the NFL deal. They only really disclose any information about it's only having to do with entertainment. It's nothing to do with the players. As far as any deals, any Rock Nation deals that he has with the players, that's a separate.
That's
deal,
his own thing.
Separate
He's
contracts,
been doing
the same way he does exactly the same way he does with NBA, any NBA players like he has with Kyrie or any other players.
So it's only a music deal.
Right, it's only entertainment.
So is he like overseeing anything? He's not like a watchdog. Is he like the official black conscience of the NFL?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with that. Like I said, as far as like him making this deal and him making this partnership, it's just another face that's around the league that you would hope can make that impression. It can make talk to the other owners, talk to the commissioner, and have more conversations with them, so that this way they can bring more awareness to other things. But it's not like quote unquote like spokesman. He's not a spokesman for anything.
Yeah, I'm just to me, as a society, I believe that we just react too soon when certain things happen. I believe that, after the dust settles, let's wait and see what happens. We just jump to speculation a lot, so I believe that,
people love drama.
I believe he has something cooking up, and who knows, the dude could give Kaepernick a job if he becomes an owner or something like that to that extent. You know, maybe.
That's the only way he
What
can
kind of job?
Because
You mean like as far as like playing?
Maybe.
That's
but-
what he wants to do. If you go recent workouts, my man has a countdown.
No, not Cap. I'm talking about Hove.
Oh.
Hove put Kaepernick on the squad or something like that.
Yo, why Kaepernick can't go to the CFL if he wants to play that bad? He can't go to the CFL?
I'm sure he could.
Good.
I
They're
don't know.
gonna pay you up there.
You said he's gonna get paid?
Yeah. I mean, not an NFL pay.
Nah, NFL paid. They don't got the same TV deals.
Yeah, that's
You sued the NFL.
it's a wrap already.
You're done, bro.
There's no other employer that you sue them and you sue them, they pay you out, and then they rehire you. Why would we do that?
That shit
I feel
said
like,
a
you
long
know-
time ago, son. He ain't getting back in the league. That shit is back
I tell you.
Bro,
Do you guys think that the NBA would be a similar situation?
No. Way
I
more
think-
player oriented.
I think so. They are more player oriented, but it's like to do shit like that. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have done what he did. That shit was dope, but you gotta really have talent to back it up. If you ain't really got talent like that, and that's with anything, even at your job, if you ain't nice at what
Yeah,
you're doing,
that's a
So
niggas
like,
get rid of you,
if
son.
LeBron does it,
It's leverage.
it's
Yeah.
leverage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the
But if
You're the money. You're
Yeah.
the, you know what I'm saying? To you're the bag. So
And he was kind of on the way down, so it's like
it was perfect timing.
if Harrison Barnes does it now, I don't think the
Yeah.
NBA
See,
gives
that's
it.
why I kind of disagree when you was kind of saying a little earlier about the fact that he was doing it because of the fact that he got benched.
He did get benched.
He did get benched, but it was a year later that he started to bring the awareness to
listen,
it.
it's the timing. It's the timing. He's on the decline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not playing. So the best way to bring awareness is, you know, I'm not playing right now, so let me start kneeling. You know, it was just the timing.
It wasn't even kneeling. The first time I think he sat down.
Right.
The first time
And then he graduated to then.
yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
this is at a time where he's not playing. He has no playing time. His numbers are going down.
It just makes it fishy. It makes it,
You know what I'm saying to you? And then you settle.
meaning you got paid.
You settle like you should.
I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. So
Listen, but what does that have to do with you as an NFL franchise drafting and picking up players?
what?
You saying he's not better than maybe some rookie quarterback for you to have as a backup?
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is, don't.
To bring that
I
veteran
disagree
leadership.
when you say that he should have did it with Kaepernick. I don't think that he's obligated to do a deal, and it has to include Kaepernick because we're fighting.
Oh no, that's not. I didn't say it like that. I wasn't.
That's
saying,
what it seems like the world is saying though.
Oh,
That Hove should have checked in with Kaepernick first.
Or did it with him because he protested. Listen, these are the social issues that he feels, but
What I think is more so the reaction to his response to that question that people when they asked him that question in the interview about the whole Kaepernick
That came
situation.
after.
He said, "I think we moved past kneeling."
right, that was
And
that
then-
was after the fact.
That was after the fact that.
Yeah, Denai's explaining because of the backlash of of what's going on. Whatever happened, and then the rule, all these people, all these artists, all people that are saying these things about Jay-Z, and then he came out with that press conference like, yo, we're past kneeling, we're past this.
Gotcha.
Are we past kneeling?
I think so. We know what the issue is. Kneeling is
That's
like
exactly what he said.
it's
and I
just
agree.
like any other protest. You know, you did it, it's done. Protesting is not gonna get anything done, in my opinion.
I saw a post that said us infiltrating any white supremacist regimes isn't the answer either.
No, it's always going to be group economics. That's what it boils down to. If you go into politics, if you go into anything, it's always going to come down to your community and where that dollar's going. Because when you start having buying power, it goes back to leverage. Now people are going to come to you now. What do you need, or what do you need help with? You know, politicians are going to come talk to you because now they need your dollars to campaign. They need your dollars to promote. They need your dollars to. That's the way it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes who you are, they also need your voice because maybe you could reach a certain audience. And wrap up, guys. I just want to give a quick shout out to Culture Media. Shout out to Trex for coming through again.
Experience the treks. And guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. All right, Champ is here.